What's up, boys? What's going on, man? Just my 2 cents here. Welcome to the fucking pregame for UFC 281 ceremonial weigh-ins. The official weigh-ins have taken place. We know who made weight. We know who didn't. I'm going to tell you all who I think looked good and who looked like shit, and just give you my general thoughts about the official weigh-ins that took place. Build up the anticipation and a little bit of hype for UFC 281 and the ceremonial weigh-ins, which are taking place at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm excited for it. I'm excited in general about this fucking card. I think it's a really, it's not like a hot take, man. This is a really fucking stacked card. From top to bottom, dude. Like all the cliches you want to throw in there, man. It is that card, though. Probably on paper, one of, if not the most stacked card of the year. Again, that's not a hot take. It just is what it is. These are really good matchups. Good matchmaking. Dude, these were tough. Normally, with a lot of narrative, it seems, especially on the main card, they're usually a little short. Man, I will not be shocked at all if there are a bunch of greasy splits. The weigh-ins were interesting, man. The weigh-ins were really fucking interesting. So this isn't going to be a super duper long stream. I don't have much time left on my plan this month. Less than 2 hours, literally. So it'll be about an hour, and I'm probably going to cut it about 15 minutes before 4, about a quarter till. That, give people enough time to get their shit together and watch the weigh-ins. I'm really excited to see the stare downs and to see who is looking a little bit more rehydrated, who's looking a little bit rough still. I have made my picks. I changed one pick. There's a couple other ones that I want to change, but I'm not going to. I've changed one pick. Can you guess what that pick is? Do you know what that pick is? I changed one. I'm picking Dan Hooker. Sorry. No. Man, I hope you're all doing good. 3 people in the building. What is good with y'all? Denny Jackson, what's up? Says my ninja Andrew Tate is about to humble this clown. Nah, Jake Paul by knockout, my friend. Good to see you in the building, though, man. I hope you're doing good. What's up, Bigfoot? Says, let's get a win. Let's get a win indeed. Shout out to Bigfoot, the creator of the Iceman pick. Best of luck to you, Illinois Bigfoot. What's up, Wabi? Was the Sanko Kraus affair story drummed up to deflect from the Minner fight? That is an interesting take. That is, man, just getting conspiratorial early. I like it. What's up, Wong? I can't see what those are, unfortunately. Wiley Zhang, number 1. Picking Molly now. Man, you guessed it. You read my mind, bro. Here. What's up, partner? You were cold as ice. What's up, Cardone? Yep, you got me. Got me dead to rights. Yeah, fucking right, dude. Nah, I did change one pick. I don't like to do it. it's not that I'm wrong every single time, but more often than not, when I change a pick late, I'm wrong. Sometimes I'm right though, man. I changed my pick late last week from fuck, who was the dude that Cody Durden beat? The dude that Cody Durden beat to Cody Durden, and it was right. I can't even fucking remember. Dude, there's something weird in the air. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but it is just there was something weird about these weigh-ins. I feel like it's going to be a wild card, dude. I don't know what that means. I don't know what's going to happen. That's the general feeling that I for, but it just I feel really fucking sketched out about a lot of my picks. Again, good matchmaking, but tricky to get my fucking right. I am not getting any action. Technically speaking, well, not really. Not with any real bookmakers or anything, but I have an interesting little wager that is going to take place that involves your boy and a certain other gentleman around this community that you might be familiar with. I'm excited to see what happens with that one, but that is technically the only action that I have on this card. But it makes that fight in particular a little bit more juicy, as they say. But what's going on, man? What's up, player? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna just something about it, dude. Man, I'm gonna talk about that fight because, dude, these fucking fights are so sketchy, dude. These fights are so fucking sketchy. But y'all can see I have the results from the weigh-ins. On the weigh-in show, they were rounding up the like tenths or 20ths of the fucking pound to like all the way up. Like if they weighed like whatever poundage 0.4, they've just rounded up to 0.5. But if these are slightly inaccurate because of the digital scale, I apologize, but this should be, if not exactly precise, like a tenth of a pound off, maybe. Anyways, the people that missed weight, and so that really didn't matter as far as that's concerned. But there you go. That's the results. I'm getting some mixed signals as far as how people think certain fighters look or didn't look. Again, this is just for entertainment, man. I say this, I'll make this disclaimer every fucking time. Do not make your picks based on the weigh-ins. Definitely don't make them solely based on the weigh-ins. It's not to say that you can't pick up certain things, but you definitely don't want to overanalyze it. And 9 times out of 10, the better fighter will win. Let me repeat that. Don't overanalyze the weigh-ins. 9 times out of 10, the better fighter will win. But say you can't pick up certain things. There's not things you can learn from the weigh-ins. But again, that's what I'll say about it. But this was a weird weigh-in because while I will stand by that statement that 9 times out of 10 the better fighter will win, it's a little bit trickier when the fighters are both on the same level and they both kind of look rough, or one fighter looks good and the other one doesn't look quite as good and they're about the same. That's where it can kind of get tricky. But again, I wouldn't overanalyze the weigh-ins, and I definitely wouldn't be waiting to, oh well, I'm going to wait until I mean, I don't hate that waiting till after weigh-ins to make your picks, but I would not recommend making your picks solely based on what you see at the weigh-ins. Anyways, Silvana better smash Karolina Kowalkiewicz. That's a greasy fucking fight, dude. There are some greasy fights on this card, dude. Best of luck to the people that are getting action on this community on this card. People around this community that are handicappers, degens, grease balls. I sincerely wish you all the best of luck. I don't have action on this one except for one fight, but it's kind of just a side wager to make it interesting. Got my coffee here. First, sneeze a little. Been kind of a hectic afternoon, but I kind of did it to myself. So I'm going to put up the banners for who I think look good and who I think look not so good. Let me know what y'all thought about it. What were y'all's biggest takeaways from the weigh-ins? Okay. Who looked good? Who do I think looked fucking good? Thought Carla looked good. Thought Silvana looked good. I thought Zhang Wei Li looked good. I thought Aaron Blanchfield looked wicked fucking sharp. I thought Molly McCann also looked wicked fucking sharp. Carlos Olberg was looking like a specimen, as you might expect. Claudio Puelles looked good. Just me. Sungwoo Choi I thought looked good. Brad Riddell. Andre Petrosky looked like a unit. Carolina looked nice and healthy. And she's kind of a bird. She doesn't have a lot of weight to cut, so she usually does a good weigh-ins. Dominic Reyes looked really healthy. And that's about it. Now, that's quite a few fighters, but I thought all those fighters looked pretty damn good, in my opinion. Some people may disagree, but I'd definitely like to know what y'all think. It is, dude, it's nasty out there, boys. The East Coast is getting hit with the leftovers of that hurricane. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but yeah, we're getting a little bit of the residuals from that. So I apologize if the Wi-Fi signal cuts in and out. It wasn't that strong to begin with, but yeah, it's kind of getting fucked with today. So I apologize if the audio is a little weird or the signal is kind of duty. Now, who looked like shit? Who looked like shit? There were quite a few. There were quite a few fighters that I think had a rough fucking weight cut. First and foremost, Israel Adesanya. Montel Jackson. Renato Moicano. Frankie Edgar. Matt Frivola. Chris Gutierrez. Excuse me. Ryan Spann. And Alex Pereira. Now, that's who I thought looked good right there on the screen. God, this fucking computer sucks. Okay. This is who I think looked rough, man. This is who I think looked rough. Now, if I had to pin down first, the one that stood out to me the most, there's a couple that could take the fucking cake, but to me, the one that stood out to me most was Adesanya. I thought I know he didn't miss weight, but just you're asking me physically who looked like skeletal and rough. It looked like they had a rough ass weight cut. It was easy, in my opinion. But Adesanya looked worse to him, in my opinion. Everyone was really worried about Pereira missing weight. He you know, I'm not gonna say the guy looks good. He's a massive middleweight dude. He is a I wouldn't say he'd be the biggest 205er on the planet, but he's a light heavyweight dude. In as far as the UFC, he'd be a cruiserweight in boxing. He's a big fucking dude. It's a book. So he looked rough, but man, Israel Adesanya looked like shit. Like he sounded rough in that interview. The only person I've heard sound that bad is Michael Chandler, but it was noticeable. He was noticeably like feeling it, man. So yeah, just physically, I'm gonna say Israel looked the worst. Span was a very, very close second, man. Trezano looked like shit too. Trezano looked really bad. If you want, could easily take it. As far as who looked the best, man, I'm gonna have to go with Carlos Olber. Didn't look sucked out. Was fucking jacked. He looked too, man. Dominic Reyes looked really healthy. But yeah, I'm gonna say Olber looked the best out of all that. Man, I gotta hold on a second. I gotta fucking make sure the iPad is fucking turned off. This let's see if that helps, man. The iPad was on Wi-Fi too. Hopefully, man. Sometimes it does make a bit of difference, but sometimes it does. We'll see. Fingers crossed, man. Apologize for the technical difficulties. I did, sir. Yes, I thought Reyes looked really good. He looked really sharp. What up, Real News? Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you. What did you think of Poirier? Yeah, Dustin didn't look great. I've seen him look worse, but yeah, he didn't look good. It's not terrible, but I left him in the neutral. There's a couple people that I could take it or leave it. Dustin was like that. Ottman Zaitar was like that. I kind of just left him. Like, he didn't look terrible, but he was moving Ottman was moving very slowly. He took his fucking clothes off really slowly. It's like, dude, drop trowel and get your fucking ass up on that scale. Like, he took do what Brad Riddell did. Just kick them sandals off, drop trowel, get your fucking ass off the scale. Like, he was like, take this sock off. Then I'm going to take this sock off. Then I will take my pants off. Then I will fold them. It's like, get up there. So yeah, I don't know, man. He didn't look bad physically, but he was moving really slowly and just kind of, I don't know, man. Turman was like that too. Just, he always looks like he looks okay. He looks like a zombie kind of. You know what I mean? Like, he always kind of looks like he's got reanimated from the dead or something. Like, he's really pasty and just, I don't know, man. I just fucking left him in neutral. Oh no, I'm kind of stoned. Sorry. Dan Hooker was another one. Everyone thought Hooker looked so awesome. Like, he looked okay. His face looked kind of weird. I don't know, man. I just left him in neutral. Some people thought, oh, Hooker looks like the line is like moving in Hooker's favor now. I don't know, man. Arce was another one. Take it or leave it. Negamarianu, he needed the hurting curtain, but I want to say he looked bad. I don't know, man. I'm not too bullish on any of those. I tend to agree with you, sir. I tend to agree with you. But what's up, Zach? What's up, Real News? Unity, of course. Lobby. I hope y'all boys are doing good. I'm doing real well. I'm excited for these fights. Let me give out some damn fight picks, dude. Let me give out some damn fight picks. I'm going to talk about these fights. We'll go through them one. I'll try not to take too much time talking about them, but yeah, once again, if you're just joining me, this is who I thought looked pretty damn slick. And then this was kind of who was looking loose butthole. And if you want to throw Poirier up there, I don't hate that. The more I think about it, yeah, Dustin didn't look awesome. Like I've seen him look worse, and I've seen him look more skeletal, but he had the sunglasses on. I think Dustin had a little bit of a rough cut. So if you want to put Dustin up there, I won't argue with you too much. Chandler was another guy. Chandler, he was another one who was kind of. I've seen him look worse. I've seen him look way worse. He seemed to be like to have had a little bit of a better cut than what was the one he looked like shit in? Was it the title fight? It was either the title fight or the Hooker fight where he looked like death, dude. But anyways, he looked better here, so I left him in neutral, man. I don't know. It's kind of like, okay, are you saying they look good relative to their other weigh-ins, or are you just saying they fucking look good? That's kind of where I put it. But this is just for entertainment, man. This is not who's going to win or lose the fights. I actually leave these up to make a point where it's like a lot of guys that look rough get the fucking club, and a lot of guys that look like a superhero just fucking bite it. So the better fighter will win 9 times out of 10. And definitely don't make your picks solely based on the weigh-ins. Don't overanalyze them. But let's talk about the fights. Let's talk about the fights themselves. Shout out to the 5 people in the building. Definitely glad y'all could join me for the pregame. Speaking of pregame, man, I need to get my little pregame started. God damn it! Shout out to my fake sponsors, Curio and Strain, and a little bit of Curio and Strain. Yeah, I was gonna say Grow West, but I have not ground that up yet. Dude, my fake sponsors fucking hook me up with this bomb ass nugget, and I smoke it, and I get paid for it, but I don't because it's not real. But it's fucking good tree. I'm puffing on a little bit of fine collie that consists of cherry punch and some of that gas cake from the other day. It's good, man. The cherry punch is bomb. It was super cheap. It's cherry AK and purple punch, and I love both of those strains, man. Together, if these 2 strains met and fucked, this would be the result. And it's fucking good. So yeah, let's get this fucking party started, man. Let's talk about these fights, dude. Feel free to drop your picks, your bets, talk shit. Which fights are you fucking? What are your locks? What are your fucking? Which ones are you sketched about? Which ones are you gonna sweat the fuck out? Man, there's some greasy fights on this one. Moicano Riddell is fucking greasy, dude. That fight is fucking greasy. Poirier Chandler is greasy. God, that fight is greasy, man. Poirier Chandler is one of the most razor thin. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It's kind of that way with Adesanya Pereira, kind of. But, man, Chandler, Poirier, and fucking Moicano Riddell, goddamn, lots of luck if you were betting those fights. Because I don't really feel super duper strongly one way or the other. But let's I'm not the best predictor in the world, but there are worse predictors, I'm okay. A little down this year as far as my overall predicting, but you could do worse. You can definitely do worse. So First fight. Mike Trizano and Sung Woo Choi. I had this one picked fairly early on in the week. I didn't make this pick based on the weigh-ins, but after the weigh-ins, I feel even better about it. I agree with what I believe Zach said. Trizano gets slept. I'm of a similar mind. I'm on Sung Woo Choi by KO. I'm going to say in the first round. But yeah, this one is pretty straightforward. Like, Trizano has been known for being a tough guy, but as the level of competition is ramped up, some of the holes in his game are kind of getting exposed. I think that he's going to be fighting. Now, if he wrestles, I feel like he has a much better chance, but I kind of feel like the crowd and the moment might kind of make it where he feels like he has to like put on a performance and like be a tough guy. Like Trizano kind of does that. He kind of fights like a tough guy sometimes, and I think that is such a bad game plan against Sung Woo Choi. And I see Choi clipping him, either an uppercut or a left hook. But yeah, I think Trizano is going down. So yeah, I got Choi by knockout. Choi looked good. Trizano missed weight and did not look good. Not only did he miss weight, but he was one of the last people to fucking weigh in. And that's not a good sign. Now, some people are saying they were talking about it. I actually watched the UFC. I talk a lot of shit about the show, and then I just fucking watched it today. I normally don't. But I actually didn't hate Weidman on there. Weidman and DC kind of hamming it up. I didn't mind that too much. God, Marcenko was getting fucking toasted, dude. She was fucking double fisting it. DC was like slurring his words a little bit. Like they're getting, it is just unbelievable, man. The stigma that fucking weed has on it, and they're just like they're openly promoting like fucking like binge drinking and like I don't hate that, but it's just funny, man. It's just they just don't they couldn't give a fuck. Could not give a fuck. Anyways, it was a shit show. And they were talking my point was they were talking about this during the weigh-in show that the New York State Athletic Commission, they have a policy where once you get on the scale, I don't think, unless it's a title fight, that's it. You can take all the time you want, but once you get on that scale, you can't get back on the scale, is I think what it is, unless it's a title fight. If it's a title fight, they get like 2 hours or whatever. I think. Don't quote me on that, but as I understood it, that's what it was. Let me know if I'm wrong, but anyways. So yeah, I got Sung Woo Choi by knockout. I think that's pretty straightforward. This one could get really greasy, man. This one could get, and the fact that so many people are on Silvana Juarez Gomez is kind of sketching me out. I'm on her too by knockout, but I don't know, man. This just seems like one of those where people are like, if Carolina had not been talking about retirement and like been so 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I would feel better about picking her. I'm going to still stick with my Silvana Juarez Gomez pick, but I don't know, man. I feel like I've seen a little bit of disrespect for Carolina, and I would not be surprised if she just like shocked Silvana and employed a fucking grapple heavy game and just took her down. But I don't know, man. I'm going to stick with Silvana. I think if it stays on the feet for a significant amount of time, which is the way Carolina fights a lot of her fights, I think she's going to get blasted out of there, dude. I think Gomez is going to fucking chin check her. So I'm going to stick with that, but that just seems like the one that everybody's on. And when it seems that obvious, it's like, I don't know, man. Like Carolina, she got some good fucking wins on her record, dude. And she hasn't looked like the same fighter in recent years, but I don't know, man. This is just God. This is sketchy. I would not want to fucking even if I was betting this one, I wouldn't touch this motherfucker, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna go with much trepidation and stick with Silvana Juarez Gomez. Man, I am getting more excited about these fights as the minutes tick by, dude. I am pumped for this fucking card, man. I'm really like, as a fan, oh yeah, it is getting the fucking juices flowing, boys. Gomez by if my computer, I said now, Silent Bob. Jesus. This is unfucking real, man. What the fuck, dude? Jesus fucking Christ. Technical difficulties. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Let me know if y'all can still hear me, man. God damn, my computer is just putting the fuck to me today, dude. Grr. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus Christ, man. Gomez. Okay. Okay, happy. Gomez by KO. Let's make this next one short and sweet. Matt Frivola, Otman Zaitar. Otman Zaitar by fucking potato gun power KO. Otman is going to unload a potato gun at point blank range on Matt Frivola's face. And it's going to be what, like knockout loss number 17 for Matt Frivola. Yeah, I got a Zaitar by knockout. He could out grapple him, but a Zaitar, he's got pretty decent takedown defense from what I remember. And Frivola just loses this kind of fight all the time. So yeah, give me Otman Zaitar by KO. Could end up being wrong about that one. I don't know, man. Here's another one, dude. I am so God damn it. God damn it, boys. This one is so fucking sketchy, dude. Damn these fucking matchmakers, dude. Damn them for fucking matching these fights so close. God damn it. Again, if you got action on this one, you are a fucking degenerate. And I mean that in the best way possible, but God, you are just, you got a better angle than me. I'll say that because I have no fucking clue who's going to win this one. This is literally just a coin flip in my mind. I'm talking about Andre Petrosky versus Wellington Turman. Dude, I can see this. Wellington Turman has an incredibly dodgy chin, and I've seen Andre Petrosky gas so bad, and like, dude, he looked incredibly muscular. And if Turman keeps this on the feet and doesn't get knocked out, man, I don't know, dude. Like, Turman isn't the worst striker. He just has he has a dodgy chin. And he's a really tough fighter to trust. Like, his fight IQ is not very high. He's skilled on the ground and on the feet, but some of those, like, I don't know, man. But Petrosky has some question marks too. I think Petrosky is another kind of overhyped Renzo Gracie Philly dude. No disrespect, but I don't know, man. Some people are really fucking confident about this one, and this one is so goddamn greasy. Dude, best of luck. If you are fucking you know what it takes to put money on Andre Petrosky versus Wellington Turman? It takes brass balls to put money on Petrosky versus Turman. Dude. Lots of luck, boys. Lots of luck. I am going to go with my first instinct. This could end up being really, God, I could end up looking like, because here's the thing. If Turman loses this fight by knockout, I'm going to go, oh yeah, no shit. I could have seen that coming a mile away. Same thing with Petrosky. If Petrosky gasses out and looks like shit and Turman just kind of wins a sketchy decision or like TKOs him or subs him, like he fucking death gasses and Turman like in the third round like out scrambles him, ends up on, I don't fucking know, man. If that happens, it's going to be like, oh yeah, of course he did. He's this fucking muscle hamster that like wings fucking bombs and doesn't fucking pace himself very well. Like neither one of these will surprise me. I think one of these guys is going to get finished. No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to say, God damn it. I'm going to go with my first instinct and say Wellington Turman wins this fight. This seems like one where it's like, oh yeah, like no, he might, dude. He might, and I'll just look stupid as fuck. But I'm going to go with Wellington Turman. I just don't know why. I'm just going to. I'm going to say Wellington Turman by round sub. Knockout won't stun me at all. I just think, Turman isn't great, but I feel like Petrosky's being a little bit overhyped, kind of like Maximov was. That win, Maximov's a little overhyped. That win over Maximov is a little overhyped. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That was not nice and easy, Happy. Man, my dude, Nick Alexander. G'day, mate. Dude, long time no see. What is up with you, dude? How are you doing, my friend? Nick Alexander, my favorite Aussie, my favorite Western Australian. What's up, dude? You want to smoke with your boy 2 cents? What's up, Noah? I got a feeling this fucking jobber's gonna pull a sub out. He does. He does. Yeah, no longer in the UFC, Nick Maximov. Indeed. It's greasy, dude. God, this is greasy. Exactly. Nick Maximov. And it's just like, what? Brazilian Vittori. He does, man. I feel like it's slight ever so. It's not good. It's not good. Neither of these guys are good. Turman's chin is just waiting to get cracked. But the Sanchez loss is sketchy. Is the Silva by KO loss really that sketchy? I know he got dropped by Sam Alvey. Sam Alvey does hurt people. I'm not saying that Turman doesn't have a dodgy chin. I'm just saying I don't know if Petrosky is really that fucking dude. Who is Petrosky devastatingly knocked out with one punch? Riddle me that, Batman. No. That was my horrible fucking Paul Dano Riddler impression. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. God, please do not at that because it's just gonna make it look. I just feel like it's just gonna make it look bad for whoever I picked. But yeah, man, I don't fucking know, dude. It's greasy. Give me Turman. Fuck it. Shout out to the 8 people in the building. Now 7. God, whoever left, fuck you, dude. Piece of shit. I'm just kidding. This one, man, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm on Aaron Blanchfield, but for some reason, I am not feeling as confident about it as I was earlier in the week. I'm gonna stick with my Aaron Blanchfield pick. Aaron Blanchfield by Solmish. Aaron by Solmish. But I'll tell you what, man. If she lets the crowd like pump her head up too much and she goes out there and tries to be a tough guy against Molly, she might be looking up at the lights, dude. Molly, for her weight class, Molly does have some power. She's definitely the better boxer. If she goes in there and tries to box Molly McCann, she could get knocked out. It wouldn't surprise me at all, man. Molly definitely has the power to do it. Aaron has got fucking tuned up by JJ Aldridge for good portions of that fight. Molly got hands, dude. So if she goes in there trying to be like, I'm gonna beat you at your own game, nah, dude. What she needs to do is fucking go to the grappling, take Molly down, smash her face, and then smash her face, soften her up, choke her out. Boom. Aaron by sub. I'm just a little worried because I do think Molly has definitely improved as a fighter. She has sketchy losses where she got out grappled by jobbers, but she's kind of that. Let's face it, Carolina isn't like a bum or anything, but she's kind of a jobber. Hannah Goldie, you cannot get much more jabroni than that. Like, that is fucking Jabronito fucking dude. So I hate to say it, but I think that Molly was matched up very favorably in London to kind of show up and show out. Aaron Blanchfield is young as fuck. She is getting better fight to fight. I think she is the future. I think she chokes Molly out. But tell you what, if she goes again, man, if she goes in there trying to be I'm in New York, I'm gonna be a fucking tough guy. Hey, dude, you might get your fucking clock clean. But I think she fights smart, gets it to the ground. Whoosh, submish. In 2010, it was 221 UFC fights between Brazilians and Americans. Brazil currently holds a 117-102 lead. There have been 2 draws. That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting. I'm going to read this in an Australian voice. Been smoking some nice indica cross strains since. Moneymaker versus Skittles. Heaps of sticky trichrome. So sweet. Sweet. Nice, dude. Nick does not sound that much like Steve Irwin, but line is off for sure. She did but that's, in fairness, that's all JJ has. JJ isn't bad on the feet. That is the one thing JJ has. Like, she has decent boxing. So but yeah, I would, dude. Hey, that night that Aaron fought JJ, that is one of my little betting experiment, dude. That is one of the big nights that I had. And I had Aaron Blanchfield inside the distance on some retard parlays that came through. So I was sweating that one, dude. But when she fucking snatched that shit, I was like, it was tight. That sub was tight, and cashing those tickets was tight. Aaron just needs to wrestle. Exactly, dude. Exactly. But I think she will. Definitely a robbery factor if it goes to the cards and Molly lands. Yeah. Yeah. So interesting too. I'm glad you brought that up because this is, and I was talking about the narrative, dude. This is in New York. There's a lot of New York-based fighters on this card. Matt Frivola, Mike Trezano, Aaron Blanchfield, New Jersey, New York, Jersey. He's right fucking there, dude. Who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. But there's another fucking New York. Oh, Frankie Edgar, New Jersey, Northern New Jersey, same shit. Yeah. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. But yeah, dude. So could New York bias, the bias of the that's what could potentially influence the judges. They say, oh no, the judges, bullshit, man. Not only can they fucking not pick a fight to save their ass, watching some of these fights they have and scoring it the way they did, there's no way that something like a roaring crowd wouldn't have an effect on them. The things that have an effect on them judging fights are just unconscionable, considering some of the decisions that have come down. So yeah, that I would not count that out at all, especially in Frankie Edgar. That Frankie Edgar Chris Gutierrez fight, if that goes to the cards and Gutierrez does not knock him out, look out for a fucking Frankie Edgar robbery. That one has narrative written all over it. I don't know, man. I just in Madison Square Garden, Frankie, the fucking ride off into the sunset. Be on the lookout for that, man. But I'll get to that fight here in a second. Being from New York, it's like yeah. I mean, shout out Northern Jersey, man. My mom is from Northern New Jersey. Grew up there. My new rule: if I think it's going to decision, don't bet it. That's a good policy, dude. Who got the troll, man? Wrench Squad. Quick Draw McGraw. Who's the sniper on the roof, man? Take this fucking troll out, dude. This fucking sexy times, troll. Like my hot fetters, like a photo, sexy time, very nice. La 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 la, you can never get this, you can never get this. And one day he break at the cage and he get this. I'm trying to think. I try to think that way too. Yeah. Can we get 10 people in here, dude? And can you Brajas each get one more person? We'll pyramid scheme this up to like 15, 20 people in here. All right, this next one. God, this is well, I mentioned this earlier. Nobody guessed it, but this is the one I'm switched on, man. This is the one I am switching on. I was on Ryan Spann earlier in the week. It was one where I didn't feel good about the pick at all. And I feel like, I don't know, man, I usually don't do this. And I feel like I'm being such a fucking hypocrite because I always go on and on about don't fucking switch your picks late. Don't let the weigh-ins influence you too much. Don't overthink it. I'm sorry though, dude. This was just too much. And one where I was already like, God, I feel like this is a bad pick, and I'm doing it. I was on Spann because of my fucking pride. I've never really been a big believer in Dominic Reyes. I love fading the guy. It bites me in the ass. Not all the time, but it has bit me in the ass before. I feel like I feel like Spann does have a path to victory early. Club and sub would not shock me at all. Ryan Spann is a guy that has looked like shit at weigh-ins before and looked weird at stare downs before and still managed to get the job done. I don't think that's going to happen here. I don't think that Dominic Reyes is going to come out and get one punch by Ryan Spann. Look, it could happen. I just don't think Spann's power is quite on a Jan Błachowicz, Jiri Prohaska level. Jiri has I don't want to get too far off on a tangent here, but Dominic Reyes is really accurate with that left hand. With Spann missing weight, he is absolutely going to have one round of cardio. Because he waited until like I said, I know it's a New York Athletic Commission shit, but he waited until the very end of that motherfucker, still missed weight. I know that he had a rough cut. He looked terrible. Interesting. Check out the fucking Reyes Spann stare down. But I was feeling like I was on the wrong side anyway. I know I say don't switch late and don't switch because of the weigh-ins, but I feel like Dominic Reyes just might just be the better fighter here. And if you look at who Spann really like knocks out, or like a 42-year-old Nogueira, Misha Serkinov, God, he's so chinny. Like, I don't think Reyes is quite that like done. He took a good bit of time off, and it's not like Gustafsson, who took 3 years off and is like, oh no, I'm going to fight again. Like, it's not like Reyes was 1 foot out the door. He took a lot of time off. He's training with Teixeira in Connecticut, with him and Pereira. I think he's been getting some good time in. I don't normally, this man, I'm going to tell you this. People have been on Dominic Reyes all fucking week, bullish about this fucking fight. Spann doesn't belong in there, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm buying what you're selling. If fucking Ryan Spann clips Dominic Reyes and chokes him out, or if he knocks him out, I'm going to feel so fucking stupid, and I am going to blame myself, but y'all are going to have to fucking eat this crow. Y'all are going to have to sit down at this fucking crow cafeteria and choke down this fucking trash bird. I'm okay. I'm in. I'm buying what you're selling now. Fine. Reyes is going to knock him out. If he doesn't, dude, if Ryan Spann clips this dude and chokes him while they're still dry, y'all are going to have to sit down and eat this fucking crow with me, dude. I will eat it, but I am not eating it alone, because there have been so many fucking people toot, toot. Benson Winifred Payne, fucking little engine that could. Dominic Reyes is back hype train. So I'm aboard, all aboard. I've hopped aboard. If this fucking thing goes off the rails and crashes, and we have no choice but to just eat crow to survive, y'all are going to eat it with me. You understand? All right, it was Reyes by knockout. All right. Fine. I'm with you. But y'all are going to be with me if this fucking ship goes down. While we're sinking down to Davy Jones's locker, we are going to be chewing on this fucking trash bird together. Believe you me. Believe you me, like Michael the Count Bisping. Ja feel? Good call. God damn it. I thought we were going to get 10 people in here. God damn, dude. We were that fucking close. We were that close, boys. Seriously, dude. Seriously. I know, dude. I mean, I'd rather quit you than shit you. It was a prideful pick. I get sick of all this. I get sick of the acting like Dominic Reyes is going to be the next king of the division. Like, that's what I get sick of. But you know what? You're right. Spann isn't on that level. He never has been. He's win one, lose one. He's due for a loss. Fuck it. I'm all aboard. But boys, I'm just letting you know right now. If this shit, I am throwing a fucking tire around all of y'all and dragging you down to David. That's what's going to happen. I promise you. I'm not letting anybody get away with this Dominic Reyes thing. If I'm going down, y'all are absolutely going down with me. Yeah, he's a bit of a glass cannon, but that cannon is just so devastating. He's just wild with it, man. All right, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I'm buying what you're selling. Fair enough. Yep, you're right. You're right, boys. You're right. We are either sailing to glory or we are fucking going down together. That's what's going to happen. All right, Span. You're right. Span. Yep. Fair enough. Yep. You're right. I'm buying it. Yep. I'm buying it, boys. I'm buying it. Yep. I'm in. I'm in. You should have been covering the Kraus, Sanko, Anderson love triangle. God. We'd be here all day. You a fucking funny guy. Let me tell you something right now, Artem. I'm the chucklehead. I make the fucking jokes around here, funny man. That is funny though, dude. Seen any good shows lately? Specifically 9:30 shows. Seen any good 9:30 shows at the Paragon, Willie? 10 people in the building, boys. Let's fucking go, man. 10 people in here, double digits. Let's fucking roll. Easy, dude. Sanko in a fucking New York minute. You know she gets more. You know she's more of a freak. You know she is. Yep. But what you don't know is that your boy had ducked out the back door right before you got there. So you actually got my fucking stop this seconds, bro. You didn't know this, but we're Eskimo brothers, so sorry. Sorry I had to do you like that, player. Don't hate me, hate the game that we both play. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, not that big of a deal. It's true. I know. And what I just told you is true as well. So, suck on that fact. Suck on that knowledge. Funny man. I know. Everybody wins. Dude, we all. Hell, Lumberg fucked her. Ron Lumberg? Oh, God. Well, you know what? I had a time machine +1 plus infinity. So, yeah, choke on that. Is that Kraus in the chat? What's up, James Kraus? What's up, Buster? What up, Pimp Daddy Kraus? Dude, put the people up on game, man. I spent all this time hating on Kraus. He just fucking running the game, running a fucking gambling racket and a fucking brothel right outside fucking Glory Hole MMA, dude. Fucking, I got the game all fucked up, dude. Should have been fucking listening to Kraus the whole time. I mean, that is some evil genius level manipulation. You're slamming the dude that everyone you're slamming the chick that every dude is jealous over, and you're fucking running this like numbers game from your Discord on fighters that you coach. Just the dude is fucking wild. I'm gonna just start calling him Sweet James Kraus, dude. Fuck Sweet James Jones. I mean, RIP, but dude, that's the word round the campfire, Bo Dick. That is the word. What's up, Miles? That's the word round the campfire, Bobo. Yeah, Mr. Sanko got fucking cucked, dude. Kraus wilding, dude. Shit, dude. I'm telling you, man. Lobby people where you are, dude, they are just fucking restless, man. And they just wild the fuck out, man. There ain't nothing to do but fucking pimp hoes and fucking run numbers, I guess, dude. Ain't nothing else to do out there. I'm just giving you my 2 cents on it, boys. Y'all can decide for yourselves. But all right, 11 people in the building, dude. That's pretty fucking sick. What's up to shout out to the 11 people in here? Hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. Just a little bit of pre-ceremonial weigh-in hype slash pregame. Telling you, dude. I know. It's like, dude, what? What is he fucking saying? 40 overs. Dude, teach me. Teach me. Convenient that is. You're right, dude. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, but like, do you realize what kind of a rabbit hole we're gonna go down? I got to get through these picks, dude. And if I start going down this fucking rabbit hole, is just the whole thing is gonna go off the rails. And y'all know how I am to begin with, man. I get off on tangents like as it is, and that's a big one, dude. Because then the whole chat is just gonna be thinking about fucking Laura Sanko pussy, and not. It's just we gotta. What's that fucking Khabib meme? Just gotta focus, boys. Training, brothers. Women are temporary. They're only a distraction. I have a wife. I have a marital wife. All right. Next fight. Reyes back by KO. You know what? If you can't beat him, join him. I'm with you. But y'all are gonna be with me if this fucking ship goes down. But I'm gonna be positive. We're gonna ride to victory. Reyes all day. He's gonna start this fucking unprofessional mug. All right. Prelim headliner, boys. Greasy as fuck. Greasy as fuck. But you know what? I'm going to stick with my first instinct on this one. I'm going to go Renato Moicano by Solmish. Excuse me. Renato Moicano by Solmish. It's just like, what the fuck is going on here, dude? So yeah, this is greasy, man. This dude, if you are betting this fight, god damn, dude. You do not care about anything. You don't care about life. You don't care whether you live or die. You just reckless. Reckless, like what do they say? Like you I'm not gonna go there. I was gonna say like what no, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not going there. Best of luck if you bet this fight. I'm gonna go Moicano by sub. Riddell by knockout isn't that crazy. I just don't think Riddell is that dude. I just don't, man. Moicano, yes, he's chinny. I'm just saying though, like, I don't think Riddell is nearly as skilled as the dudes that have fucked up Moicano and put him away. And the only dude that's one punched him is Fiziev. And you know what? Fiziev beat the shit out of Riddell for 3 rounds and then fucking paused his ass too. He put Riddell on pause, dude. Riddell had to fucking reboot. He just like Riddell was like he tried to call timeout, dude. He literally kicked Brad Riddell so fucking hard that Brad tried to call time. Just what? Hey, no, hey, he just short circuited him, man. So yeah, Fiziev is a motherfucker. I think Moicano is the better fighter. He could get clipped. I totally buy the Riddell side, but I'm going to go with Moicano. If Moicano ends up on top of Brad Riddell, oh my fucking Lord, is he going to get choked the fuck out? It's just going to happen. Moicano is too slick on top. He's too good at taking the back. His jiu-jitsu is a good, oh my God, baby, that's a great thing. Moicano Samish. Hey, man, it could get greasy. And you're right, dude. That's a good shout. It could be a fucking banger. Shout out to Corey Lee Boxing coming in with another banger. But for real, I think it could be a banger. And shout out to Corey Lee, man. Fuck, where are we? All right. This is it, boys. This is it. This is my main event. My main event of the evening. Section by Strain and Curio fucking weed growers. Sorry, Lost it. For real. This is the main event for me. Dan Hooker versus Claudio Puelles. There is so much on the line with this one, boys. This is where all the action is for me. Let me know what y'all think about this one, man. What do y'all think about this line movement? A lot of money coming in on Dan Hooker. What do we think that means? What do we think? What are we saying here, boys? Anyways. There you have it. That's my pick. Dan Hooker knocking him out, it won't surprise me. Dan Hooker is probably the better striker. And yes, Puelles doesn't have great losses. But if we're going to go who has bad losses, Dan Hooker has some fucking bad losses too. And I'm sorry, man. I don't think Puelles is, how can I say this without being disrespectful? I can't. Claudio Puelles is a prospect on his way up. Dan Hooker is a jobber on his way out. I don't know how else to put it. If I'm wrong, I will eat crow. Like, I'm not saying Dan Hooker is shit. I just don't think he's the fighter that he once was. I don't think he was ever the fighter that people try to make him out to be. Yes, Dan Hooker has great losses. What's a really fucking good Dan Hooker win? Huh? I know you can play this game with Puelles too. What's Puelles' best? I get it, man. What's Dan Hooker's best win? A fucking weight drain Gilbert Burns? That one ain't looking too fucking slim either, to be honest with you. Like, if we're going to play the record game, I don't know, man. And if you're going to play that game, you play that game with every Dan Hooker fight at featherweight. I'm sorry, I think the wars that he's been in, the fact that he's a punching bag, I just don't trust the guy anymore against a fucking young up-and-comer. I'm not saying he's like completely done, but he is on the way out. He is way closer to retirement than Claudio Puelles is. I'm not saying he's going to retire anytime soon, but as far as trajectory, as far as who's moving forward and who's not, I think it's Puelles. I think if it goes to the ground, he's going to out-scramble Dan Hooker. I don't think it's going to be a heel hook. This is my prediction. I think he's going to use the submissions or the submission attempts on the leg to sweep, get to a better position. I think he's going to out-scramble Dan Hooker, and I think he's going to choke him out. I got Claudio Puelles by real. Well, this party really died. Is it the city kickboxing parlay? Man, that's a popular one, dude. Are you rocking with the city kickboxing parlay, sir? Are you going all Brazilian? You better. If you want to keep your fucking rep, bro. I got city kickboxing 3-1. And the one is Izzy. Holy shit for this. Oh my God for that. Everyone leave for my chat. Didn't Puelles lose a round to the tweaker? Yes. Didn't fucking Dan Hooker lose to Jason Knight? You take away Volkan Izzy and the city kickboxing record is terrible. It's not a great. It's a top-heavy camp. And Volkanovski isn't even full-time at city kickboxing. He's at that other Australian gym. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like MMA, what is it? I can't remember the name of it, dude. All Stars? MMA All Stars? I don't fucking know. I don't know. No, I have Izzy by KO, but I have Turman and Moicano all Brazil. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Turman. If Petrosky clips him, more power to him. I don't know, man. I think Turman's gonna fucking take care of that. But where are we? Where are we, boys? But yeah, okay. So this one is interesting, and this one is my main event because I'm gonna put up a banner here. This is your boy. This is your boy versus Rush main event. So if Dan Hooker wins, I am not only going to create a banner, but how should I do this? Because I want to make it fair. And y'all know I'm not one to fucking duck the crow. Like if I'm wrong, if I lose a bet, if I lose a fight pick or get a prediction wrong, it doesn't matter how bad it is or how foolish I look. I'm going to come on here and answer for it. So this is the wager. This is the fucking bet. If Claudio Puelles wins, I get $20. But if Rush wins, I'm going to make a banner. I'm going to give him a shout out. And I feel like I should kind of like go one step further. Like, I don't know, man. I'm operating off of a burner right now on Twitter. So I don't know if that's like, if changing my like profile or banner is going to matter that much. Maybe I'll like put up I don't know, man, a Dan Hooker, make that an avatar or for the whole show or something, man. Put a lion up, or I feel like it should be. I feel like that's a little bit, I'll do that anyway. Put up the banner, like I'm gonna let y'all know what happened, and shout Rush out, obviously. But I feel like it needs to be something a little bit more, especially if he's putting $20 on it. I mean, this is his idea, but yeah, I think that would be fair. Like me having to do something that would like, maybe that's what I'll do. Like, cause I am in the dome with that one. I'll change my like profile picture on Twitter to Dan Hooker or something, or a line or some shit. Nikki. Shout out to motherfucking Boston Nick MMA. My buddy Nikki from Boston. What's up, Nick? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm on the dog here. But yeah, it'll be interesting, man. I'm looking forward to this one. This is like my main event. But yeah, what's up, Nick? Shout out to Boston Nick. Shout out to the boys at Pub Sports Radio. I will be there tomorrow night, chopping it up. But yeah, man. Nick, if you're still in the building, who you like? Who you like this weekend? Unless you're trying to build it up and are going to drop that later on. First ever Pub Sports UFC contest. Oh, did you win it? Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I still need to join that. Hey, dude, Nick, how do you join that? Like y'all's, like, how do you become the member or whatever? I'm not gonna be able to do it until next week, but I don't know. I was looking for like the button or the tab to do it, and I couldn't find it. Go to the website and go to the contest, then put your email in and make a name. Okay. Okay. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? So yeah, man, this is I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this fucking fight. Like I said, if Puelles wins, I get $20. If Rush wins, I will fucking shout him out, make a banner, Changed my fucking profile picture. I wish Rush was in here so he could just like he could name his fucking terms and we could come to an agreement on that. But yeah, I'm if Rush hears this back, let me know, man. Like, keep it reasonable, but what you feel should be, a fair like reward for getting that pick right. Anyways. Free 99 player. Yeah, dude. All right, next fight. Next fucking fight. Okay. This is another one where, and I think of all the fights, this is where narrative, the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area bias could come into play. Win, lose, or draw, that crowd is going to be fucking roaring for Frankie Edgar, dude. I mean, they are going to be blowing the roof off that motherfucker. So if this goes to decision, look out for a Frankie Edgar robbery. I feel like if Chris Gutierrez looks like he might have had a little bit of a rough cut too, but so did Frankie. So that kind of cancels out. If this was 10 years ago, they wouldn't even make this fight. It's not though. Frankie is what, 41, 42. When a dude says he's retiring, stat that, man. What are the statistics on that? On retiring, say straight up, not you don't know they're retiring and then they retire after. Fighters that have said this is going to be my last fight. What is the record on that? On retiring fighters that have announced their retirement. Short story long, long story short, I got Chris Gutierrez. I think he's going, if not finish Frankie Edgar, he's gonna make it pretty one-sided. I could be totally wrong, man. If this is close in any fucking way, Frankie Edgar's gonna win. But I don't think that's gonna happen, man. I don't know if it's gonna be a leg kick TKO, but I think he's gonna beat him up so bad that he can't really continue the fight, and it just kind of, I see it kind of being like a sloppy, like Frankie just kind of in a heap and Gutierrez like landing ground and pound, like not super heavy ground and pound, but to the point where the ref's just like, nah, it's enough. I don't. It's like Frankie looks competitive in all these fights, but then he just ends up getting iced, man. I don't think Gutierrez is quite on the level of Sandhagen and Cheeto, but it's just another fight where Frankie's older and Gutierrez is just the younger, fresher fighter. I think that Frankie is going to get his fucking leg chewed up. And dude, Frankie cutting down a bantamweight, he looks like shit, man. He looks like shit. It's a super tough weight cut on him. I just don't see it, man. I'm going to go Gutierrez. It's not like a super duper confident pick. I see the Edgar angle. I don't hate Frankie Edgar in this one. And if it is a decision, just be on the fucking lookout for a Frankie Edgar robbery. But if Chris Gutierrez is like, if you can't beat Frankie Edgar, I'm not going to say you're trash. I'm not going to say you have no future, but like, I don't see you being ever really being a champion. If you are truly like a top bantamweight, you should be able to take care of Frankie Edgar with, I can say with relative ease. Like, yeah, he gave Cheeto a tough fight, but man, Sandhagen fucking smoked him. And I don't think Gutierrez necessarily needs to be as good as those guys. I think he's pretty good, and he is Dude, he's pretty fucking active, and I think it's just going to be too much. Frankie chasing him around. I think Frankie's going to look really silly in this fight, honestly, because Gutierrez gets on his bike a lot, and he's just good at fighting that style. He's good at hanging back, countering, and just outpoint fighting people. I don't know if Frankie's got it left in him. $100% free. Any prize? Nick says, I won taking Limosh by KO round 3. I was in 3rd place before that. Nice, dude. Denny says, where I'm from, Rush takes the women. Nice. They're just that pride. Free merchandise every week. Check it out, boys. It keeps track of your scores. Yeah, I'm going to have to sign up for that. Website. Yeah, nice. He does. I just like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, he got 10-8 by Durden, but like Durden is like, he's a pretty young dude. Go to the contest. You make an email name. Not good lately with JJ in the New York heavyweight last year. It's another line that screams trap, but won the last ride. He looked rough, dude. He looked really fucking rough. I agree. No one is tracking the UFC retirement fight percentage, and no one is tracking that percentage. I don't know. I'd be interested to know, man. Gatekeeper, win percentage and declared win percentage retirement. Yeah, I'd like to know that, man. That'd be an interesting stat. But dude, if it goes to decision, look out for that Frankie robbery. All right. It's about 3:30. See if I can get through these as quickly as I can. Oh my god. This one is so fucking greasy. Boys, if you have action on this one, goddamn, good luck to you. You are just fucking wild. I don't see. It's so close, dude. There's a legit case you can make for both fighters. Like a legit one, too, man. This narrative that Poirier is some iron chin, like you can't hurt Dustin, bull fucking shit, man. A jobber like Dan fucking Hooker had him on the brink. And that is what people used to say that Dan Hooker's going to, oh, he had a tough fight with Poirier, dude. Okay. Poirier has literally been chinned twice. I'm not saying the dude is fucking, I'm not saying he's a glass jaw, but people act like Poirier is some indestructible ass motherfucker. The dude gets hurt in just about every fight. So if you think that if Michael Chandler lands a clean one, that is not going to do something to Dustin Poirier, keep fucking dreaming. But Dustin is a little bit younger. He's a little bit more durable. Chandler does not have a super duper great chin. He just doesn't. And his cardio is questionable. But this is going to be a close fight, man, because like Poirier did look rough. Not terrible, but yeah, something looked a little bit not super great with him. Chandler looked okay. At the weigh-ins. I don't know, man. I'm sticking with the Dustin Poirier pick, but don't be surprised if Chandler fucking clocks this dude. Dustin, I think Dustin's defense and his chin are fucking overrated. Not saying he's a glass jaw, not saying he has poor defense, but I think they're both a little overrated. People act like Dustin Poirier doesn't get hit. No, he definitely does. He definitely does. Not bad. They got to win like 1 out of 3. Yeah. Chin. Chandler round 1 KO. I switched to Chandler. Dustin hasn't beaten anyone post iPhone 7. I'm telling you, man, like, God, I hate it because I really don't like Poirier. And I just feel like, yeah, I'm gonna feel so fucking grimy if if I stick with this Poirier pick and Chandler knocks him out. But I'm going to. I'm gonna stick with Dustin Poirier. I think Chandler might even hurt him early, but I have seen Chandler get tired too many times. I think Dustin is going to settle into the fight and he's going to knock out Chandler late. I'm going to say Dustin Poirier by third round knockout. I don't feel great about it. The people that are super confident on Dustin Poirier, good fucking luck, man. I'm not one of them. It's 50-50. I'm literally taking Dustin because he's a little bit younger and his boxing's better. And Chandler, his chin isn't super great. Chandler gets buzzed in a lot of fights. He's been sparked out before. I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. It's a tough one. But yeah, I'm going to say Poirier. I'm going to say Poirier by knockout. He could, dude. Nick Alexander just said he's going to feed off that Madison Square Garden injury. I don't hate the Chandler pick at all, man. He's got he's super duper live, man. Super duper live. This is one of the picks I feel sketchiest about, man, for real. But yeah, I'm gonna go Poirier by late TKO. Could easily go the other way though. Chandler has a lot of power, and Dustin, man, people really fucking overrate that dude, and that's probably what I don't like. It's probably all the Poirier stands. Like I don't like Dustin Poirier. I think he's a humble bragging, cringy ass motherfucker, but I do respect his fighting ability. He is a good volume boxer that does he's like a boxer puncher for MMA. It's not like he's not a slugger. He doesn't have like just one punch power, but he does have a little pop in his punches and he is good enough with boxing skill and reasonably good with defense that yeah, that's kind of he's like a boxer puncher for MMA. And Chandler's a power puncher. Just straight up Chandler's a slugger. So it's Chandler trying to hit that fucking grand slam versus Poirier just like tuning him up and then knocking him out, which is what I'm going to pick. All right, let's get through these next two. Carla Wiley. Boys, I'm going with Carla Esparza. I think she's being completely disrespected. I think this is a lot of Rose Namajunas. Dude, Rose, I don't think y'all truly understand how fucking rabid some of these fucking Rose Namajunas stands are, and it is creepy. Rose is creepy. Her whole story's creepy. Pat Barry's creepy. Like, I'm not trying to make it about that, but like, I don't understand why people are so fucking upset about that last fight unless you fucking lost money on Rose Namajunas or Rose is your fucking weirdo hero. There's that. I can't see any other way around it. You're acting like that was the most boring fight in history. Bullshit. That is Derek Lewis, Francis Ngannou. And the only like it wasn't that bad. You're just pissed because you were on the fucking wrong side. Y'all thought Rose was gonna knock her out, and she didn't. She got out grappled. Rose didn't do jack shit either, man. So that is a bunch of fucking bullshit. That is like this whole fading Carla. You're just mad. Rose landed takedowns on Wiley. Carla is 1,000% gonna take this bitch down. Wiley Zhang, dude, she cannot wrestle like Carla, and I'm sorry. She knocked out Andrade. I love Jessica. She's my favorite fighter. She's a little bit chinny. I don't think Carla is necessarily chinny. I'm not going to say she has a great chin. Wiley can definitely knock her out, but I think I'm sorry, man. I don't. This whole this Wiley Zhang shit is weird, man. It is so strange. This whole the strawweight is the most toxic division. The fans of these strawweight fighters, Rose, Wiley, it gets really weird and toxic. I think it's a lot of little guy shit because this is literally the smallest division, so you get a lot of fucking little dick energy, and just the weirdness with which dudes like glom onto these fucking fighters. Strange, man. But Carla's getting disrespected here. I think she is the better fighter. She's not the better striker, but I think she's the better MMA fighter. She's the smarter fighter. I think she's going to out grapple the living shit out of Wiley Zhang for 5 rounds. People are going to get pissed about it. And I think she's going to win a clear decision. Give me the Cookie Monster to piss all you fucking haters off. And yeah, just fuck that shit. I got Carla. There you are. All right, that brings us to the fucking main event, boys. Adesanya Pereira. I think the weigh-ins kind of cancel each other out. Both rough cuts. Like I said, I think Adesanya actually looked worse. This is actually the worst I've seen Adesanya look at a weigh-in. But I do think this is another one where I think that Adesanya being just a few years younger and fresher is going to make a difference. This whole narrative that that Alex Pereira is automatically going to win by knockout because he knocked out Adesanya, I don't know if that's necessarily true, man. Like Pereira has been knocked out and hurt more than Adesanya has. Y'all just must have not watched Alex Pereira's kickboxing career. He gets rocked a lot. He quit on the stool once, and he got knocked out by Jason Wilness. He's been knocked out more than Adesanya has. So this idea that Pereira is just some, it's like Poirier. It's like, dude, do you not realize that this dude has literally been knocked out before more than once? And people just act like, no, there's no way, dude. If anybody gets knocked out. No, bull fucking shit. I got Adesanya by knockout. Shout out to the homies that have Israel Adesanya by sub. I don't see it, but if it hits, best of luck to y'all. Y'all can feed me all the crow you want to. I'll be here. I'm taking it. I am. But I think he's more likely to win a decision than submission, but it could happen, man. Like Pereira, I feel like he is going to tire. He is carrying way more muscle. He's just a bigger dude in general. The cut is way more for him, but Adesanya did not have a good weight cut. Now was starting to rehydrate a lot sooner than Pereira was. And I think that, again, I think that's going to kind of cancel out. They're both really skilled and about on the same level, especially with the striking. But I don't know, man. Like with those little bitty gloves, yes, he's going to have to be careful not to get caught. But if Adesanya fights smart, he's pretty accurate, dude. And Pereira's defense is very poor, like shockingly poor. Look at the fucking Bruno Silva and Sean Strickland fights. He was literally putting his hands up, putting his hands out to block punches. Yeah, I think he might even hurt Adesanya early, but I think that Adesanya settles into the fight, and I think Pereira starts the gas, dude. And I think I see Adesanya tuning him up and slumping him against the fence in the 3rd or 4th round. So I'm going to say Adesanya by 3rd round TKO. I just don't see Pereira making it 5 rounds. He's too big. He's carrying a lot of muscle. I've seen him gas before. So yeah, who all's on this? Whoever has the sub, Adesanya by sub, Zach, Moyes, Smith's MMA betting, Liam picks fights. Hey, if y'all hit that, I will 1000% shout y'all out and give y'all all the credit in the world. I will eat all the crow in the world. I don't see it, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing to ever happen. I just don't think Pereira's chin's going to let him. I think once he starts to go down, it's going to be where the ref isn't going to give him a chance to lock the sub in. Like Pereira, it's going to be he's going to look really hurt. The ref's going to be, oh, should I jump in? Should I jump in? And then he's going to be unloading against the fence. He's going to drop him and then he's wave it off. That's my prediction. We'll see what happens though, man. I am going to probably wrap this up here in just a couple minutes, but I want to thank everyone that came through, man. This was a nice little stream. Had 11 people in here at one point. That is a great success, streams. Dustin is an underrated wrestler. I will say that. The line is so dumb. Okay, second. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I had Rosa Fascion. It was a close fight. It's good, but it's not Carla. It's not Carla. They're both frozen like Elsa. Yep, that's if Zhang does win, I think she probably does clip Carla. She does have good cardio, and she's definitely the better striker. UFC pushing Zhang for a billion obvious reasons. No, don't do it. Yeah, that's just I like picking Carla. I've made money picking Carla. I just like it. Dude, I don't hate the Pereira angle. It's just it's tough to beat a dude 3 times. It really is. It's happened before, but man, in cardio is going to hold up. Fighting the kind of fight that he fights, Pereira needs somebody to be standing in front of him to tee off on him. And Adesanya just ain't going to fight like that. I think Adesanya is like, I don't know, man. Alex KO is Adesanya looked shook. He looked like shit. Adesanya looked the worst to anyone. Yeah, that's a good shout. Yep. He could be, man. Look, the pressure is all on Adesanya. Pereira has a psychological edge, but I think what's actually going to give Adesanya the edge is the championship level experience. And once he settles in, I see it being sketchy early, but once he settles in and he starts to feel himself, I feel like it's going to flip. I feel like the whole, like, once he gets dialed in, Pereira, man, that dude is very hittable. And I've seen him fade in fights, plenty of kickboxing fights. And he gassed out and got choked against a jobber in his fucking debut. He actually got knocked out in his debut too. Kickboxing. But yeah, I like Adesanya by a 3rd or 4th round knockout. 50-50. He has the psychological edge going into this fight. But once they get into the octagon, I don't know, man. Adesanya's been in a lot of big fights, dude. He's been in a lot of big pressure cooker fights in the UFC. I don't know. I think he's Adesanya too spiteful to go for the sub. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, like, okay, Pereira's only losses by sub. He gets tired a lot. I much more buy the narrative. Very much buy the more narrative. I buy the narrative of him wanting that KO get back more than the fucking submission. It's like, if you really like talking about killing your opponent, like, nah, man, I think he wants to knock him out. I think he wants like if you're saying he wants revenge, I think he wants the knockout revenge a little bit more than choking the guy out. Like, but anyways, man, we'll see what happens. Like I said, anyone that's on Adesanya by sub, Zach, Liam, Moyes, Smiths, anybody else, I will give y'all all the fucking credit in the world. That'll be some genius level shit. But I don't know. I got Izzy by knockout. So let me stick this up here and then I'm going to skedaddle. But I really appreciate everybody that came through. This was a dope stream. Awesome pregame. But yeah, man. Let's fucking go, Lobby. We're going to fucking get that shit, dude. Yeah, man. All right, boys. Well, I'm going to put the song on. I'm going to play us out. Very much looking forward to these stare downs. They're going to be happening here in 10 minutes. I like these ceremonial weigh-ins and stare downs, dude. Yeah, it was a good one, man. Nice, not too long of a stream. Yeah, I don't hate that. That's first or second round. I can see it. I just don't think Pereira's going to look good come round 3 or 4, and Adesanya will be pretty much cruising. Later, dude. Appreciate you stopping through. Hey, make sure y'all check out. Y'all can find Boston Nick over at Pub Sports Radio. Make sure y'all check them out. I will be there tomorrow night. I'm going to sign up for that contest shit too. Yeah, peace, boys. Appreciate y'all stopping through. Man, great stream. Enjoy the weigh-ins and stare downs. That's about all I got. I'll be around, man. I'll catch y'all in the chats and shit. But y'all have a good one, dude. Have a great weekend. Best of luck. This has been just my 2 cents. I'll catch you boys on the next one. Peace.